Young, flashy, multi-millionaire contender. You got all this in 1 year, man. You became a contender and a multi-millionaire in less than 60 days, man. How'd that work? How'd that come to fruition, man?
Man, I'm blessed. Everything, all the hard work paid off, but it don't stop. It doesn't stop now, I'm a contender, but I want to become a world champion. So, that's what I'm looking for.
Talk about the road it took you to get here. Many people only know the highlight reel sparring sessions on YouTube, but talk about the road that going from up north down to Vegas. Well, you tell the story.
I mean, it was a long road. I started boxing at the age of 7. Had my first amateur fight when I was 8. I had 138 amateur fights. I turned pro at 17. I went to Mexico. I had 12 fights in Mexico, but I was on and off between the U.S. and Mexico. I just climbed the ranks, and here I am. I'm ranked in the top 5 of all the sanctioning bodies, and it's looking like I'm gonna be fighting for world title soon.
And speaking of sanctioning bodies, you're fighting for a WBC eliminator maybe sometime in September. Can you give us an update on that?
Well, it's looking like September 14th. I should be fighting for the WBC eliminator. Well, I will be fighting for the eliminator the 13th or the 14th, but it's looking like the 14th against a guy named Zara Abdulev. He's a tough Russian opponent, and it's going to bring me one step closer to where I want to be.
And that step is where?
World champion.
WBC. So
WBC world champion.
who do you anticipate winning between Campbell and will you break camp to go over and watch the fight?
I like. Let's see. I think that Luke Campbell. I think he's good. He's tall. He's rangy. He has experience. Lomachenko is Lomachenko, of course. I think early, the first couple rounds, he's going to give Lomachenko some problems just a little bit, and then eventually Lomachenko's going to be able to adjust, put the pressure on him, and just break him down mentally. I don't see him stopping him or anything. I think he's going to go to the scorecards, but I think he's going to stop him.
Have you sparred any of the two?
No, I never sparred either.
Have you ever seen him in the gym working?
No, I've never seen him.
Now, some may say you may be biting off more than you can chew against Lomachenko, and you say what to that?
If I'm biting off more than I can chew, fine, show me. All his other opponents bit off more than they can chew, so what's wrong with me biting off more than I can chew? If I'm so easy, beat me then. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I can take a loss. That's no problem. But you got to show me.
Now, assuming you win, is there a time frame he must fulfill as mandatory? Is it 18 months, 12 months?
I'm not sure. It's so many new rules nowadays. I don't know what it is. But he may end up fighting. He may go fight the Teofimo Lopez, Richard Comey winner.
Oh, because they could be able to unify.
Yeah, that's for the undisputed for all the belts. If they do that, so be it. But I have no problem. I'll go up to 140. 135 is not the easiest for me to make. It takes a lot of sacrifice. So I'll go up to 140, and that's no problem.
Speaking of 140, big fight tonight. Maurice Hooker against Ramirez. How do you like that fight?
I think that's a real good fight. I sparred Maurice Hooker and I sparred Ramirez. So they both can punch. They both got heart. They both come to fight every single time. So I feel like it's gonna be a knockout. I don't know which way, but I think it's gonna be a knockout.
Who would you put your money on? If I gave you $5 and I'm either gonna be homeless or have a house to stay in, with that $5 to make it 10.
Bet the draw, because you're gonna win big. You bet the draw. If you bet the draw, you're gonna win big.
Now let's go back to 135, man. You and Teofimo Lopez always make headlines as it relates to talking trash. What did you think of his last performance?
I mean, it just showed that
in your arena, basically. We knockout of the year.
Yeah, he went to my arena. He thought that he was gonna put on a better performance than me, and he went in there and he showed flaws. I wouldn't say he put on a bad performance because at the end of the day, he got to win. He's gonna be fighting for a world title in his next fight. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. But he showed flaws in his game. He showed that he wasn't invincible, and he showed that Devin Haney might be right. He might have outboxed him. He might have beat him with just a jab. He showed that, but we'll see. You know, a lot of people are coming back. You know, busting those U-turns, saying that that Devin Haney will beat Teofimo Lopez easy, and Devin Haney's the best prospect and all this. But just a couple weeks ago, Teofimo was a monster. You know, but
Bob Arum, I just interviewed Bob Arum. He said, I asked him how was the performance. He said terrible. And you say what to that? Teofimo.
I agree. I mean, if anybody said that he put on a great performance, they'll be lying. But he got the win. That's the most important. You know, I learned that early that you're not gonna knock everybody out. You know, he's still, you know, he just learned that he's not gonna knock everybody out, and it's that you may hit him with your best shot and you're not gonna go. Early, people were saying that I couldn't punch, but listen, I just was fighting guys that just wasn't gonna go early. But as I go up, you see that I knocked my last opponent out cold. You know, and it just shows that, you know, after he can't knock a guy out, then what else can he do? What else can he do? Nothing. He showed he didn't have a jab.
Tank Davis fights tonight too. He's fighting part of Nunez. Are you familiar with part of Nunez at all?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Nunez.
Do you think Tank Davis will win?
Of course. I mean, he should go in there. He should get him out of there early. You know, I don't know much about Nunez. I haven't seen none of Nunez, but he should go in there and do his thing.
How many rounds have y'all done? Tank, have y'all, how many rounds have
Shit.
a lot, right?
I don't even know, because when we sparred, it was like 7-minute rounds and stuff like that. So yeah, we sparred.
In the doghouse?
Yeah, in the
And y'all
doghouse.
sparred in DC as well, right?
Yeah. So we sparred in Baltimore. So
I think a part of me believes that you, Shakur, and Tank can have a round-robin fight that will last 2 or 3 years. I don't know when it'll start, but I think y'all can basically run, maybe throwing Valderas a little bit.
yeah.
I think the kid from Golden Boy is a little bit overrated.
Ooh.
Brian,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a little bit overrated. I think maybe Valderas will be ready by then. I think y'all four can have a round robin. I'm not sure when Shakur is moving up or how long you can sustain yourself at 35, but I think y'all four might be doing something special as it relates to
We'll see.
and making a lot of money.
We'll see. You know, those can be some big fights one day. We just got to see what the future holds.
You know what I said to myself, and I had a conversation, and I believe I told your dad this a little bit too. I think you got that LeBron James syndrome, where LeBron James averages 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and we just get tired of seeing him play the bottom. Like you, we just get tired of seeing you able to slip, counter, lead with the jab, have perfect footwork. It's like if you put on a great boxing performance, they want a knockout. If you knock somebody out, he shouldn't have been in the ring with him. You know what I mean?
Of course. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that they're gonna say something regardless. They're gonna say something regardless. You know, RIP to you know the guy Max that passed away. But you know, you go in there and you don't get touched, and they don't respect that. You know, they want a war. But I think we go in there, we put our lives on the line for real. You know, but it's part of boxing. You know, it comes with the territory. You know. I'm blessed to be in the position that I am. I'm gonna just keep putting on great performances, and maybe they may not respect it now, but they may 10 years later say, "Damn, that Devin Haney, he was cold."
That's what I say about my journalists. They don't respect it now, but when I'm long about it, that nigga was a wolf.
They might respect me when I'm long gone. Who knows?
Now I gotta ask you, if you put your life on the line, there have been 2 deaths this week. And also, the bigger pressing issue, not to be disrespectful to the deceased boxer, but Dillian White. Do you have a comment as it relates to Dillian White?
Yeah, of course, you know, dirty test, that's bad in the sport, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do not like that at all. You know, I feel like that's bad for the sport of boxing. That's bad for any sport, you know, but especially for boxing because, like you said, we go in there, we put our lives on the line. I really don't know too much on his situation. You know, I read the headlines or whatever, you know, but I really don't know the details on it. But whatever it is, you know, they're gonna take. He gonna get the proper punishment. I feel like whatever.
How do you keep your discipline? I watch every story you post. I watch every post you do. seem like you're always in the gym. You got your partner, your light-skinned brother, brown-skinned brother with you all the time.
Yeah.
Y'all in the gym working out. You in Vegas. You got a lot of money now. You got a beautiful car. Where's the discipline coming?
I feel like a lot of it you got to just be born with it, you know, or it's installed in you, you know, at a young age. You know, right now I know that I'm blessed. I know that all of this could be gone tomorrow. You know, that you know the bigger picture, the bigger goal is, you know, is boxing. Boxing is what blessed me with all of this. So why stop now? You know, I want to go even further. I want to get even more money. I want to get even more cars. So why stop? You know, I don't have it all.
147 probably in your future, some down the line. What you think of Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao look good. I feel like Keith Thurman's not getting the credit that he deserves, because he went in there, he put up a good fight. He put up a real good fight. He didn't quit. You know, he didn't show. You know, he got hurt and he kept fighting. You know, he went in there, he hit Pacquiao with some good shots, and people were just acting like, oh, like he just went in there, he got demolished. No, he went there, he put up a good fight. Pacquiao showed, you know, why he's been at the top of the game for so long. You know, he showed that you know, he actually showed that, you know, that you should give Floyd more credit for beating him. You know, and yeah, but he went there, he put up a good fight. Pacquiao showed that, you know, he can still compete with those top guys, and he can beat those top guys. And I want to see him in there with Crawford, Earl, you know, even Sean Porter. I want to see him in there with.
Have you ever hit with a body shot like that?
I mean, I never been hurt like that, but you know, those body shots, them a motherfucker. Them ain't nothing to play with. You know,
stop them.
The body is definitely underrated. You know, a lot of guys, they don't go to the body as much, and even I learned from that fight and watching the Max fight. You know, it showed that body is a motherfucker.
Do you have a comment on prediction on Earl Spence, Sean Porter?
I think Earl should beat him pretty easy.
Have you sparred Earl before?
No, I never sparred Earl.
Been in the ring with him?
No, I never even been in the gym with him. No, I never been in the gym with Earl. But I feel like Earl gonna go in there. You know, Sean Porter gonna put the pressure on him, gonna try to make it ugly, and it's gonna be an ugly fight in the beginning. But I just think Earl's gonna break him down. You know, I sparred many rounds with Sean Porter. Sean Porter is strong. Sean Porter's rugged, but I just feel like Earl is just a different animal.
I actually saw this one. He had green outfit on, something like that.
I sparred with him multiple times. You know,
how were you?
I was with him for the Devin Alexander camp, for the Paulie Malignaggi camp, some of the Kell Brook camp. So I did some camps.
So you're basically a Hall of Fame sparring partner for him.
No.
I don't mean that disrespect.
Okay,
What
I
I'm
see,
saying, those are his best performances.
Especially
the Malignaggi fight.
I gave him some good work for those fights.
How would you? I gotta lead you. If I don't ask this question, people are like, how the fuck you not asking this question? How was this one? I'm not gonna say who won, but how was the work?
With Sean Porter?
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. I done learned so much from Sean Porter. Sean Porter, like I was 14 years old when I first sparred Sean Porter. So imagine 14 years old sparring a world champion. You know, I learned so much from him. You know, some sparring sessions you be hitting me hard, but I feel like that just made me stronger. That made my amateur fights easy, because I was like, I was sparring a world champion. These dudes ain't nothing. So I learned a lot from him.
How was it like to have Mr. Haney and Mr. Porter in the gym at the same time? What the hell was that like? Do they almost fight too? Because they're two wolves, you know.
No, they never almost fought, but they always be cool in the gym together.
They're two very aggressive men.
Yeah. You know, in boxing, like the true trainers and the true people who really know boxing understand that, you know, what's in the gym, that like when you that gym talk, that don't really be nothing. You know, it really just be gym talk. That's all it be. So they understand that. They be cool.
How do you feel about the Floyd Mayweather comparison? People always compare you to Floyd.
Yeah. And
one of the first pictures I ever saw with you was you with Floyd.
Yeah, I made a comment about that. Recently. Was that, you know, I'm blessed to be, you know, compared to a living legend, someone who retired undefeated, who did so much in the sport of boxing, and to be, you know, compared to all these other great fighters. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm me. You know, I'm creating my own style. I'm creating my own legacy. You know, and one day people are gonna say, oh, he trying to be like Devin Haney. That's Devin Haney's style. That's he copying his style. You know, and I want to start that. I want to start my own style. I want to start me. You know what I'm saying? building my own legacy. But I'm don't get me wrong. I'm humble. I'm blessed to be compared to greats. You know that means a lot.
Seem like you've taken a lot of the great characteristics. I see you running real late at night.
Yeah.
I never see you with alcohol in your hand. I don't see any tattoos, no piercings.
Yeah,
You have piercings?
No, I got no piercings.
So I see. So there's a lot of like visual compare. I spent a lot of time with Floyd.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I can take away from Floyd is he sets you like he puts himself in position to be great. Meaning that in terms of he'll buy everyone else alcohol, but he won't drink alcohol. He'll buy $20,000 alcohol on the table, and as soon as he leaves the club, he gonna go run, work out. You know what I mean? He always valued his body and his destination.
And I feel like that's where a lot of my discipline also comes from, because I've been around Floyd since I was like 9 years old, so I've seen a lot of his discipline and a lot of the good things that he does, and I feel like I took a lot of that, and I also I disciplined myself because I've seen the great things that he got, from boxing, the cars, the money, the everything, so.
Who outside of your weight class you see fight and say, I want that fight?
Outside my weight class?
Maybe it's a dream fight for you. It may take a couple of years to get, but it's like maybe someone at 150. You probably never fight him. I'm saying you see someone fight at 54, 60. You like, man, if I can get that fucking opportunity.
I mean, of course, looking at Canelo, you look at Canelo and you're like, damn, like that's gonna be that would be a huge fight. He's at the top of the game right now. He's damn near the face of boxing. So of course, that would be a dream fight, because when he fights, it's like it's like a holiday. Everybody tunes into it. So of course, Canelo.
Anthony Joshua, Henry Ruiz rematch.
I think that Anthony Joshua will make the adjustments, but I was wrong. The last fight I said that Anthony Joshua was basically going to blow him out. So I could be wrong. Andy Ruiz it may not be a fluke. Andy Ruiz may go in there and show that that he's a true champion, and it wasn't no fluke. I could be wrong, but I feel like Anthony Joshua will go in there and make the adjustments that he needs to do to win the fight. I do think that it will be a good fight because Andy Ruiz is going to try to take it to him, try to go in there and hit him with a good shot early and get him out of there. But who knows? We'll see.
Sometimes I'll get your stories remind me of Andre. You follow Andre Berto on social media?
Say it again?
You follow Andre Berto? He's always like working out and living his best life. When I see your stories, I see a lot of parallels between them because he got a lot of money really young. He's probably a millionaire, and you're not even 21 yet, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
And he was a millionaire, you're a millionaire. What are you doing with your money to sustain yourself now and potentially for the generations to come?
Yeah, right now, me and my dad, we're looking at investing in real estate. We've been looking at some houses and stuff like that. And I'm learning the real estate game, as we speak.
Yeah, that's the long money.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the keys, man.
That passive income.
So September 13th or 14th, you fighting the title eliminator. Any word on the undercard? Anything?
No. Like I said, it's not a guarantee yet. Well, where the fight's gonna be at, or
but the date is set.
The date is set though, the 13th or the 14th. So pretty soon, probably next week, you guys should have an announcement on everything.
Okay, and it is a partnership. Devin Haney Promotions is still alive.
A co-promotion for sure. Yes, definitely.
How's it like doing business with Eddie Hearn?
Oh, everything is great. I have no complaints. Everything's falling into place, and it's going how I was planned.
Appreciate you. Any last words, your social media and all that. Everybody on my channel knows who you are. Still.
Thank you, all the supporters on the Barbershop Conversation.
Feel free to subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button.
Over there, knocked out like you've been working hard all day.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter @Devin Haney if you're not already. Me and Barbershop, we got a lot of interviews that we did already. So stay tuned for the next one.
Appreciate you, King.